limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't kind of surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up a yard. Too shy of the 30.
Ready? Flash 25 behind. Just 59. Mike to 59. I got one. Let me go.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On second and 11 now. Winston, complete. Smith has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
Brings up second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Now Ballage. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check, check. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They run it with Balaj. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16.
Ready. Black with the 2. Mike is 59. Mike the 3. Triple T. Mike, check.
They'll run here with Balaj. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Balaj. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, 319. Hey, here we go. 319.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go. I got you, boy.
Now Rodgers. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
We got a seal. Hey.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
5. Time to go. Night. Mike 9. Hey, we got to get 3 9.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Check.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, 88. Box it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Hey, we got to seal. Hey, we got the 50. Mike 9. Coming.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley to the pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike 28. I got you, son. Coming. He's coming. Check in. No chance. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And again this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Smith here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
56. Mike's 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Flip it. Mike, that's it. Mike, 56.
They go play action. Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that. Flag in the back pocket.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Too low, kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
319. We won it. Come to my work. Yeah, Liz. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Okay, double up. Mike 7. On the ball. Yeah, Liz. Shit. Inside. 319.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 31. Yeah, Liz. Watch twist. Right now. You got 58. Tighten up.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Get 300.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open man is Samuel, complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check. Watch the twist.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be.
You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. That's going to be caught with the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check 99. Check 99. Under 99.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. They come up in an offset eye. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Mike 9. Mike 9. Watch the run.
Now Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Kelly, front left, Kelly. Under 10, under 10, 10.
The final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Kill. Watch twist.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
88. It's our time. Bravo. Mike 9.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house.
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong foot. Hey, 626. Turn it up. Kill.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check. Deuce. Protein spill. Chip.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Thomas has got it. Complete. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, QB, come on.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Dolphins have got him.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Ready, 125, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50, 5 on the 50.
Third and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 3, check 3. Get 300, get 300. 9, Mike 9. Bang L, bang L, bang L.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 43. Check. Jump out. Exit. Zoom. Hey.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Bang out. Watch the slant. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
McCaffrey. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded about a yard deep. And there he goes again. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rodgers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Rodgers now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
258. They can't hang with us. 630.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Back north.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, it winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Check 56. We got it, we got it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Let me go.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Shoot, shoot.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Green, Timothy. Mike 56, Mike 56. Coming to you, coming to you. Green, Timothy. Quick dash, quick dash. Come, come, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Balaj. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Trying to gain is the 33 on third down.
Crunch down, defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
Now, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home.